What's up, XRP family? Thank you guys for joining the video for today. We have some good stuff to talk about. Here we can see showed us dominoes, as did Ripple, Riddler. Even the BIS org called it crypto dominoes. All of this with 11 comms from Riddlers has everyone wondering who will be the last to fall, or better yet, last one standing. Now, literally guys, we are in a time where you have to ask yourself, XRP is being fudded to the ground, literally being called a con, being in a lawsuit. You have to understand why XRP. Why does XRP get all of this attention, and why do you think this is happening? You have to think through the box, guys. You literally have to think through the box. We XRP holders have always done that. We have always thought of outside of the box, and we have seen through many things, right? And here we can see Mr. Poole warning us before FTX collapse that they are going to fall like dominoes. And what is the reason behind that? Now you have to understand, everything has a reason. FTX collapsed because they want to push regulations. It's all by design, guys. Why do you think Sam Bankman-Fried has not been captured yet, or is not behind bars? Because they just used him. It's all a massive plan to push regulations. Now, who is next? You have to think out there. Which are the biggest players? Now, I can say this right now, and it's a possibility. Binance can fall, guys. I know that no one believes this, but remember, nothing is regulated. BNB is not regulated. Binance is not regulated. You have to understand that these companies are in great risk. Ripple is the only one in an official lawsuit, and you can see how that's going, right? So you have to be prepared, and especially Tether. Tether is the biggest threat right now. Binance, I cannot guarantee it. It can keep standing and maybe win regulations or some kind of way because it's too big. But Tether will 100% have a problem and will collapse. I can guarantee you that, guys. Never leave your money on exchanges. Before we dig in this video, never leave your XRP on exchanges because it's so dangerous. XRP is fast, low cost, scalable, eco-friendly. It's also decentralized, deflationary. XRP ledger is running flawlessly since 2012 with a robust technology that started DeFi innovation, first DEX, first tokenized assets, and more. It's Satoshi's true vision, and this is what people do not understand. Why was crypto created? Just go back to the basics and you will understand why XRP is so big. Just understand, why did Satoshi create, or whatever Satoshi is, why did they create digital currencies? They created it for one purpose, guys. First of all, it's not a good thing. First of all, if CBDCs come, it's not a good thing because they will have control over everything. So I am not promoting CBDCs, but I am promoting XRP because it's truly the perfect digital asset that there is. And that is why they will use it, because it's the perfect bridge currency, the perfect digital asset to actually have. And that is why it's getting very close right now. A move by Saudi Arabia to ditch the dollar would resonate well with the non-OPEC oil producers such as Russia and China and the European Union, which have been calling for moves to diversify global trade away from the dollar, to dilute US influence over the global economy. Now, this is on the brink of happening. It's already happening. You can see here. They're shaking hands. The petrodollar is going to go away. What will happen? The dollar is going to collapse. That is very positive for crypto, first of all, because you have to understand, everything is measured against the dollar right now. But that is slowly disappearing, guys. It's changing. And when that change, believe me, that change is really good because it will bring a new opportunity into the market where crypto will see a massive bull run if USD is going to collapse. 275 million XRP moved amid price surge. XRP has outperformed Bitcoin over the period of the past 30 days. XRP price has jumped by 4%, while BTC dropped by 3%. Right? They started decoupling as well. You can see the XRP BTC charts. They started decoupling. Again, another sign. So many signs telling you, showing you what is happening. Again, will this go down in history as the funeral procession for the petrodollar? BRICS, Saudi Arabia. If so, XRP role as a bridge currency to the world may come in handy sooner than we think. Now, why do you think people are saying this? Now, I'm not saying it necessarily, but why do you think people are saying this? Think about this. The UAE is one of the biggest Ripple partners that there is. If you go to the UAE banks, most of them are Ripple partners. Now, think about this in a bigger scheme. They are now talking to China to remove the petrodollar. What do you think is going to happen? How are they going to process payments between, for example, against oil and stuff like that, commodities? How are they going to process payments? And China has a CBDC, right? How are they going to do it? They need some kind of transmission. You have to think they need some kind of bridge currency to facilitate this. And the UAE is a Ripple partner, and then we have China with a CBDC. So what do you think is going to happen next? They're going to put a platform. They're going to put XRP in the works to make these transactions. These are large transactions that we're talking about. While Gary Gensler was busy botching up the XRP case to screw the XRP army, he was simultaneously meeting with FTX. Geesh, I wonder why. All you need to know about the SBF Gary Gensler relationship and collusion in one chart. Look at that. Just go and look at Gary Gensler's net worth. Why do you think this guy has so much money? It's because of this. These guys are insider traders. They're corrupt. And this is what they do. The moment he became the Gary Gensler confirmed as leader of the financial policy transition team, look what happened to the FTT chart. It's not coincidence. Again, but there are few people who really see these things, guys, because they don't pay attention. Because it's when the rails and bridges get lit up. Wow. This is all Mr. Pool drops. Again, hinting that the bridge is almost here, and when it's going to be used, it's going to be a very different world. Honestly, if you think about this, with XRP hands escrow to IMF or World Bank, holders then grandfathered in. Ripple has been buying back all the XRP for the last 3 years. Only a few exchanges hold it. Regulations come in. Exchanges have to give rest to IMF and World Bank. This is the ultimate scenario, guys. Now, I'm not saying that there's no evidence whatsoever of this happening, okay? To be clear, there is no evidence, but it is something that is possible which can happen, and this is the ultimate best scenario for XRP. If that escrow is going to go to the IMF, they can solve all the debt that there is, right, for all the countries, and it will be it will be like a starting point, starting fresh with a clean slate, which they really need at this moment. And this is what XRP can provide when the price goes up. On September 10, 2001, US Defense SEC Rumsfeld disclosed that this department was unable to account for 2.3 trillion worth of transactions. The next day, the US sustained, well, we all know what happened that day. Now again, why is this related? I want to show you guys that the debt that there is, the Department of Defense has filled its 5th audit and is unable to account for 1.8 trillion. It is insane in the US, guys. The corruption is unbearable. Everyone can see it right now, right? And things have to change. And where do they change? They change within the SEC as well. So you can clearly see what is happening to that country now. It's on the brink of collapse. Literally, it's like Rome in its prime time, which was collapsing, and you can see that it's happening to the US right now. Jim Cramer says XRP is a con. This is all coming from the guy who claimed Elizabeth Holmes was the next Steve Jobs, praised FTX, Enron Bear Stearns, and has a 98.3% track record of being wrong. This is amazing news for all XRP investors. Literally, guys, you couldn't get a better sign than Jim Cramer saying that XRP is a con. There is no better signal. It's literally handed to you on a plate. If you still don't believe, or you still think like we're never gonna go up, you just don't understand. Because 100% this is the best signal that we could have wanted for XRP to move. You don't have to be a fan of Ripple or XRP, but you should be rooting for them to win their case against the SEC. It would bring clarity to the crypto industry. It would also keep innovation in the US. Exactly. And they should have done this from the start, right? It's a bit late now. There's many companies that left the US because of all of what happened here, right? So you're pushing away all the innovation. And they have done that, right? So again, ask yourself, what is going to happen next? Well, if Ripple wins, we never know because of corruption. We never know what's going to happen. But if Ripple wins, we're going to see it in the price, guys, and it's going to be epic. And we are on the brink of a conclusion on this case and on XRP making a large move. Thank you very much for watching this video, guys. See you in the next one. Cheers.